The following six-man tag team match is set for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Yonkers, New York, Tom Dreamer. Consequences, New Mexico, weighing 287 pounds, Dude Love.
Six-man tag action here tonight as part of our lead up to Superbrawl, our pay-per-view for this week. We'll be having 2 six-man tag matches on every night this week, in which they will qualify to meet other six-man tag, 3-man tag teams at Superbrawl. This match, Big Bossman, Tommy Dreamer starting out here against each other. Tommy Dreamer, a ECW original classic wrestler from ECW, on the team with Edge and Randy Orton. Big Bossman on the team with Christian and Dude Love. Now these teams were randomly selected as it is with Super Brawl rules. Some would call it a lethal lottery, as Big Bossman is on a team with 2 men who don't quite like him, are not quite fond of him. And Christian and Edge are on opposite teams in the same match here, have to face off each other. One of them won't even make it to the pay-per-view this Sunday, Super Brawl. As we see Big Bossman get his knee, and now grabbed by Orton here in the corner. Some tag action, some working together from the impromptu tag team of Dreamer, Orton, and Edge. As we see Dreamer pick up Big Bossman once again. Bossman is around 350 pounds, a huge amount of weight to be lifting like that, and to be putting down on your knee. Could shatter your own leg doing something like that. Now the winner of this match will be facing off against the winner of the second TNA six-man tag, as we saw a huge splash from Bossman, classic Bossman, sending that neck into the ropes, grabbing the head of Dreamer, sending him into a huge scoop slam. Again, classic for Big Bossman. Big headbutt to the head of Dreamer. He's got a strong head, a little bit of a thick skull. He'll be alright from that. But both these men have been in the match for quite a bit. Normally we will see a tag quite quickly, especially in six-man tags where you have 2 different tag partners to go to. As we see Tommy Dreamer try and send Big Bossman out to the outside, but whipping him back in as he gets this huge shoulder check into the enemy corner here. Now grabbing at the head. Series of counters between the 2 combatants. Edge and Christian actually have a bit of a feud going on with Corporation. Corporation have been running havoc all over the tag team division in Raw's War. As we see him now with that headbutt to the shoulder of Tommy Dreamer. They fought last week on Raw's War, and the team of Edge and Christian were not able to beat out Corporation, so Corporation have a #1 title shot in which they won over Team Hell's Clothesline. We'll call it that for now, as Dreamer runs to his corner. Big Bossman was just standing there looking a bit dazed. Maybe he hit his head against Dreamer a bit too hard as he got a huge European uppercut. But Big Bossman stopping that push. They tie up together now. As we see Big Bossman now whip Randy Orton across the ring, but get countered into that huge quick clothesline. Randy Orton uses the speed advantage he has over Big Bossman, but he has a lot of strength too with that huge abdominal drop. As we get a headlock by Orton. Now he's going to take the leg out from under Big Bossman, trying to run into that leg, that knee of Big Bossman, trying to weaken his stance. As we get them tied once again. Randy Orton able to grab the head of Big Bossman, but countered once again several times, and Orton finally counters into the Louis press with a series of punches to the face of Big Bossman. He's dangerously close to the enemy corner here. Big Bossman has been throughout in the ring for this entire match so far. He has not made a tag to either Dude Love or Christian, and they haven't tagged him. As we get a grab from Christian trying to stop the momentum of Orton, as Big Bossman comes over with a poke to the eyes of Orton, sending him to the mat. Picking him back up now is Bossman, but Orton sending him out to the outside with his tag partner. Now this is not where you want to be because Dude Love can grab you and send you right back into that ring. Big Bossman now was getting proud by Edge. Orton taking out the ref and a huge low blow from Edge to Dude Love, taking out the enemy. Big Bossman still the only man for his team to be represented in this match as Orton goes closer to his corner. Perhaps going to look for a tag there as Edge gets sent into the ring somehow. But he goes back to the outside. There's a huge shoulder check from Big Bossman. Series of punches from Orton to send Bossman further away from his corner. They've been somewhat isolating Bossman from his corner, but Bossman has also been electing to stay in this match for quite some time. As we get a suplex now from Big Bossman to Orton, right in the center of the ring. Orton up quickly, trying to make sure that Bossman doesn't get out of the ring. He might want to make a tag himself soon, but Bossman getting the tag now to Christian. Christian and Bossman with a double hip toss and an elbow, sending themselves back up. Huge amount of teamwork from two tag team veterans. An elbow from Christian, now sending Orton into the corner once again. Bossman trying to grab at Orton some more, but Orton able to counter and strike Christian. And he's got a sleeper hold on Christian here. Looking for a submission maneuver here. Trying to make Christian pass out. Dude Love is blocking a bit of the action here, but Orton able to counter that pickup. But a huge flat back from Christian to stop that momentum of Randy Orton that he was trying to use to his advantage. As you see, Christian now gets sent out to the outside. As we get a shot to the face to Orton and a huge flip from the outside from Christian. Great move. Now once again the winner of this match will go on to Superbrawl and face the winner of Chavo, Mike Tyson, and Brodus Clay versus Paul Wright, AJ Styles, and Undertaker. As we see Randy Orton on the outside here getting sent back in from Big Bossman. Now the winner of that match will go on to a 20-man Royal Rumble, where the winner of that 20-man Royal Rumble will be the holder of the Fuck the World title. As you see a huge European uppercut. And a series of punches going to send Christian around the ring for a nice slam by Orton. That's usually a setup for another big move of his. But going for an arm wrench now. Countered by Christian. Christian got the head of Orton. Orton has the head of Christian. Christian now with a huge getting suplexed right down to the mat. Orton picking up Christian quite quickly. Series of punches to Christian, sending him to the outside. Orton has been in this match for quite some time. He has been in since Bossman tagged out. To Christian. Edge prowling his tag partner as Randy Orton sends Big Bossman out right into our announce table, spearing him. As we get another huge flapjack, this time to the lightly padded concrete by Christian. As we have several counts going on here. A 3 count as the leads press from Randy Orton to Christian. Both of these illegal men. Both of these men have to get in the ring. As the ref has stopped the count somewhat. As we see a 4. As we have a snapmare takedown to a series of elbows from Randy Orton. Dude Love now sending Orton back into the ring. Dreamer looking to attack. Dude Love here. Sending him back in the ring as we see in the Louis press from Randy Orton to Christian. Dude Love has got to get out of the ring, and he did. But we see a huge move as we see Christian finishing Randy Orton. But Randy Orton getting up. He gets a huge kick to the face. As Dude Love and Big Bossman both speared both of Randy Orton's opponents into the barricade. We see another huge press from Randy Orton to Christian to try and get the momentum on his side. As he goes to tag in someone but then decides not to. Series of punches to Christian. As Christian gets a roll up here. 1, 2, 3. No. Countered. 1. Stopped by Dude Love. As we see the ref is hurt a little bit. Got a swinging neckbreaker from Christian to Orton. Now Big Bossman. It's one blocking away a little bit. As we see a nice uppercut from Christian. And Big Bossman now getting into the match. Dude Love has still not been in this match. And Randy Orton has not been able to get a tag out of this match as of yet. Now if Edge or Christian can get a pin onto Big Bossman, well, it would be Edge since he's the enemy in this match. It would be good for their tag team implications in Raw's War. As the corporation, the tag team that Big Bossman is a part of, does have a title shot later this week. As you see, Edge and Dude Love both making their first appearance in this match now. See a headlock from Dude Love to Edge. As you get him tied up now, trying to take Edge down to the mat, and he does here. As we get them tied up here. Edge now able to get the advantage with that armbar. But Dude Love countering, grabbing the back of Christian, turning to the head, and going to try and take down Edge here. Trying to weaken that arm of Edge. Slamming that knee down as Edge. Bossman looking to move around, perhaps trying to help his teammate here. With that huge chop block to the back of the knee, Dude Love got sent to the mat by Edge. Swing neckbreaker sends Dude Love to the mat once again. These two fresh combatants are continuously tying up, having slight moves against each other like that chop block from Edge. As we see Dude Love get tied up, get sent over. We have 4 men in this ring from Raw's War. Randy Orton from Smackdown, Tommy Dreamer from ECW. As we see Edge gets sent into the enemy corner, able to counter out and actually send Dude Love into the corner. He's actually putting up to the top rope. Edge going to look for something big here. Series of punches to the face of Dude Love and looking for a giant superplex all the way from the top rope to the right in the middle of the ring. Both of Dude Love's teammates are scrambled around the outside of the ring. Now would be the perfect time to go for a pin here. But Dude Love able to counter the aggression and grab the head of Edge with that elbow to the face of Edge. Series of punches now. Now he's going to try and send Edge into the enemy corner, but Edge countering into that huge flapjack, sending Dude Love down to the mat. Dude Love countering that, and another huge flapjack. Dude Love has got to stop running into those. As he's got Edge now with that leg, going to try and rip it, trying to injure that knee, the upper leg of Dude Love. With a nice drop kick. A very unconventional move for such a big man. Dude Love now getting DDT into the mat by Edge. Series of punches. Well, not punches, kicks. Stomps to the chest of Dude Love. Now, Dude Love sent down to the mat once again. Series of punches to the head. As you see his arm get wrenched against the mat. Series of punches now from Dude Love. Series of punches back from Edge. Orton grabbing for a slap. Being able to get that pickup here. As you see the Edge tie up with Dude Love here. A huge knee to the back that has got to really hurt a lot here. Series of punches and a counter punch by Dude Love, sending Edge to the mat and now going for a submission maneuver here. Really close to his tag partner's corner. They have a huge amount of faith in him as they let him counter out of that submission maneuver as he gets into the DDT, sending Dude Love even closer to that enemy corner. Dude Love with a huge scoop slam. Running against the ropes. And with a low drop kick to the face of Edge. Pulling into the middle of the ring, going for a pin now. One. Only a 1 count. Edge able to kick out quite quickly. Dude Love has got to put more damage onto Edge. Or look for perhaps a fresher tag here. Going for Big Bossman or Christian, but he gets chop block and he's flat right in the middle of the ring. Edge backing a bit too close to Bossman, but not getting punished for it. As Edge grabs the head of Dude Love with a huge kick to the head and a swinging neckbreaker. Dude Love able to pick up the legs of Edge, now going to his corner and sending in Edge's tag partner, Christian. Now that both of these men want this match, they want to win this match, so they're going to continue on fighting, even though they are friends. They're friends since they were children. Watching wrestling together. Wanted to ever be on the big stage. But Edge now tags in Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer able to counter, duck onto that huge kick, and sending that big knee to the face of Christian. Tying up once again. Tommy Dreamer now sent into the enemy corner. Together, a huge flapjack. Scoop slam, or follow-away slam prep. No, giant knee to the back of Tommy Dreamer. As we see, swing net breaker from Big Bossman. Huge knee to the face. Punch. Neck breaker from Dreamer. Arm drag. Now pulling Bossman to the middle of the ring. Bossman has been in the ring quite some time during this match. Will he get the pin here? One. Only a 1 count. Bossman able to kick out. Now huge bulldog by Dreamer. And Dreamer calling for Bossman to get up here. As he grabs Bossman with a huge DDT. And Orton and Edge both tackling the allies out. Orton has got to get out of the ring so his partner can make a pin here. 1, 2. That's actually Orton having to get out of the ring here. They squandered that opportunity. Swing, reverse neck breaker from Dreamer to Big Bossman. Now a huge knee to the face, busting open Big Bossman here. As we see him tie him together. And we get a huge suplex from Dreamer to Bossman, sending him right down to the mat. Orton getting a tag in from Dreamer, sending Big Bossman down. And now going over to the ring, sending Christian down. Going to look for a big move here, but Orton seems to be stunned here. Big Bossman tackling Dreamer down to the mat. And sending Orton into the enemy corner now. Orton getting kicked, caught by a drop toe hold, and now Big Bossman tagging in Dude Love. Now he's gonna hit Orton. This time he's gonna hit Dreamer. Both of these men trying to make a huge move here as we get a sidewalk slam from Dude Love. Now he's gonna go for a submission maneuver onto Randy Orton. Edge interrupting that maneuver. Big Bossman was not able to stop that interruption as Orton runs to his corner to try and get a tag, but Dude Love stopping him, grabbing at the head of Orton. As we get him whip Dude Love around and a nice scoop slam. Now he's going to look to tag in Edge. Edge, Dude Love fighting for their respective teams in this grueling matchup. Dude Love has been in the ring for quite some time. He goes for a pin now. 1. Only a 1 count. Both of these men were the last men to be representing their teams in this match. These two men might be the freshest of each of their teams. But Edge now going for a submission maneuver. His teammate's not trying to help Dude Love yet. But Dude Love uses his strength to lift up Edge and send him down to the mat. Dude Love now looking for a tag. Tags in Christian, Edge's tag team partner. Edge immediately runs to his corner. Tags in Tommy Dreamer. The two tag partners do not want to fight each other too much in this match. As Tommy Dreamer sends Edge around for a huge scoop slam. It goes for a pin now. One. Only one count. Not even a one count, actually. As we get a huge finisher from Christian once again to Tommy Dreamer. And we get a pin now. One. Only one count. Dreamer has enough strength left in him to kick out of that. He's got a swinging neckbreaker from Christian. 1, 2. Dreamer really has a lot of strength left in him. As we see a lot of members of the teams in the ring right now. Orton, Bossman, not legal men there to get out of the ring. The ref grabbing at them to send them out. As you see Dreamer now getting sent down to the mat, and for a pin here. 1. Only one count once again. Christian with several quick pin attempts, trying to steal this match away. As this match has been going on for quite some time now. Yet a big backbreaker from Christian to Tommy Dreamer. Now, has he done enough? Will it be a pin here? 1. Only one count once again. He needs to do a lot more to Dreamer. Dreamer is a hardcore legend. He has a lot of strength in him. Tag team maneuvers might help. Tag team maneuver with Bossman to send Tommy Dreamer across that ring for a giant spear and clothesline from Christian and Bossman. That 2 count was not for the pin. That was for Christian having to get out of the ring. As we see Dreamer getting lifted up and sent back down to the mat by Big Bossman. Now slamming that leg against the mat some more. As we see Dreamer now able to get a nice neck breaker. Running neck breaker. Try and get some momentum in his head. Gonna tag an Edge now to fight Big Bossman. Series of punches and maneuvers to send Big Bossman into the corner here in a tag team maneuver with Tommy Dreamer here, sending him into a giant flapjack. Sending Bossman down to the ground. 1, 2. Only a 1 count. Now Tommy Dreamer is a former tag team wrestler. He was wrestling with Sandman, but they had such a large losing streak that they have abandoned their team. As we see a huge surfboard from Big Bossman to Tommy Dreamer. Now sending Tommy Dreamer around the ring for another scoop slam, sidewalk slam, rather. As we now go for a pin on to Tommy Dreamer, was able to kick out of that at a 1 count. As we got a huge move, running slam from Big Bossman. Series of elbows to the ECW veteran. Turns him around. Goes for a submission maneuver here. Tying up the arms in the back. But Edge able to interrupt the maneuver there. For Dude Love could stop it. Dreamer now sent around the ring once again for a nice arm axe handle right to the back. Dragon Dreamer all around this ring. Going for a pin now. 1. Only a 1 count still. Dreamer has a lot of energy and actually gets hit by his own tag partner, Edge. Dreamer able to counter into an armbar. Into a submission maneuver, cross arm breaker. But it was a rope break. The legs of Big Bossman were in the ropes. As Dreamer gets sent into the enemy corner for a tag team maneuver from Christian and Big Bossman. Sending him across the ring. Drop toe hold to an elbow to the back. See Christian now grabbing at Tommy Dreamer. Bossman's got to get out of the ring. Ref is in the way here as he sends Dreamer to the outside. I believe that was for Bossman having to get out of the ring. This is the 1 count for the count out as Dreamer gets sent back to the ring. Christian taking his time getting back in the ring, taking a small breather. He is the legal man for his team, as is Dreamer. Now the count is reset as Dreamer sent back out of the ring. I believe we had a huge move going on, but it was interrupted as the crowd started going wild. Dreamer actually going to his partners. Edge electing not to be tagged, but Orton actually coming in for a tag. Orton has not been in the ring for quite some time now. To be quite fresh versus Christian, who has been in and out of the ring for the past couple minutes. As we see Orton now with a series of punches to the face of Christian. Christian able to counter and send him flying right into the middle of the ring. Christian has done a couple finishers to wrestlers in this match so far. Will he get a finisher to himself? Will he get an RKO? Will he get speared by his own tag partner? We see Dreamer now send Christian into the middle of the ring. Elbow to the face as Tommy Dreamer gets attacked by Dude Love. Counter-attacked as they two get tied up here. Sending Dude Love into his own tag partner, Edge. Sending Dude Love far away. Christian and Edge now fighting against each other. Edge sending Christian far away into that barricade as complete chaos has just started reigning over this match. Christian gets sent into Big Bossman. Edge and Christian fighting against each other here. As Dude Love sends Edge back into the ring. Christian getting sent against that barricade, but countering, getting a knee to the belly of Orton. Orton is a legal man here. So is Christian. As Dude Love sends Orton into the barricade. And Big Boss Man just spears Orton right through that barricade. Christian actually resetting the count. He could have easily gotten a count-out win by leaving Orton right dab knocked out by that barricade. He has been out for so long, and it was already at a 7 count, but Christian elected to come back into the ring, back outside of the ring, and resetting the count. Christian now sending Orton right against that steel pole once again, sending him back in the ring. Christian, the legal man here, has not come back into the ring yet. Orton coming back to the outside, resetting the count once more. Back at a 1 count, as is complete pandemonium here. Outside by our announced stable. All 6 men fighting out here. Orton getting sent into the barricade here. As he gets sent into the barricade once again by Christian. Series of punches to the face of Christian. To Orton. As you see Tommy Dreamer get sent to those steel steps. We're at a 5 count almost. That's usually what wrestlers will try to get back into the ring. Bossman and Dude Love tried to stop Orton from getting back into that ring. Dreamer has to get out as he's going to roll from Orton. 1, 2, 3. No. Christian able to kick out there as we almost, it's like 2.5 as we see Edge in the middle of the ring here. He's got to get out. As we see a loose press series of punches and busted open the head of Christian as Orton goes over to make a tag. He's making a tag to Edge. Will Edge finish his friend off? Will he finish this match for his team? Christian is absolutely bloodied now. As you see, Edge gets sent into the enemy corner. Sent out. Christian with a huge powerbomb out of the corner. Huge amount of athleticism from Christian. The 2 tag partners fighting against each other. For those of Flash photography, you may never see this again. As Christian and Edge are staring each other down on the outside here, focusing on each other. Christian sends him right into the barricade. Headbutt to the face, sending his own blood onto his good friend, Edge. As you see, Dude Love now sending Edge against that steel pole. Orton grabbing at Dude Love himself. Big Boss Man sending him into the barricade. Christian sending him back into the barricade once again. Out of 5 count. Getting stopped by Orton. As Big Boss Man is now going to spear another guy. He uses Edge's own finisher, the spear, to spear him through that barricade. Christian, for the benefit of those for Flash photography, is posing in the middle of the ring. He comes back and goes for that huge splash onto Orton. This has been a great match. He's got a huge headbutt from Edge to Big Boss Man. Edge and Christian, the tag team, are the 2 legal men for their respective teams. As once again Christian elects to not win this match by countout, as he was able to get a huge splash onto Orton from the outside using the springboard. As Christian gets sent around against a steel pole, Big Boss Man sent to the middle of the ring. Edge now in the middle of the ring. Christian tied up with Orton, getting sent across. Edge coming back outside to fight his tag partner. It has been complete pandemonium here for the past 5 minutes. as these two tag partners try and fight each other on the outside. You got a sweet net breaker from Christian to Edge. Got a Dude Love now grabbing at Edge, sending him back into the middle of the ring. Christian going to go back into the middle of the ring itself, it seems. Yes, they're finally back in the ring as we get a huge flapjack from Edge to Christian. Knowing his friend so well, being able to counter that aggression as we get a nice face plant from Edge to Christian once again. Once again, twice as nice. Will he go for a third, or it looks like he's going for a pin here? It's been quite a grueling match. Huge kick out from Christian. Looked like he was countering some big move, perhaps the sharpshooter. As you see, first neck breaker from Christian to Edge. Christian picking up Edge now. Going to send Edge over the top rope. Sending him out to the outside. Once again, Pandemonium is going to start ringing. Once again, I just know it. But Christian getting sent back into the ring quite quickly by Orton. Edge going to try and come back into the ring, but not able to, as Edge comes back out from going back into the ring. We have all three men fighting Christian here. Christian able to fight him off somewhat, but getting sent back into that ring as Edge poses for the crowd a little bit. These two tag partners have been the legal men for quite some time now, even though there's been complete chaos on the outside of these rings. As he gets a shot from Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer ducks that spear Christian went for. As we get a huge splash from Edge to his own teammate, Tommy Dreamer. Bit of a miscalculation from Edge. As you see, Christian gets sent against that barricade. Now against those steel steps by Orton. Being manhandled by Orton. Getting tripped over those steel steps. A nice kick by Dreamer. But Dreamer getting sent away by Christian. Edge now grabbing at the back of Christian, sending him into that barricade. Two barricades are down. Will more be sacrificed to the tackling to this match as the two tag partners try and fight against each other. Try and get themselves back in the ring. A huge splash from Edge. He is also not happy with a count-out win as he resets the count at 7 and twists his tag team partner right into that mat. Edge grabbing Christian now. Dude Love grabbing Edge, setting him across those steel steps, tripping him up. Orton has Dude Love, sends him into the steel pole. Christian and Edge fighting off as we get a huge scoop slam into a reverse CDT from Christian. As we see Christian with a huge move off the springboard from the outside to Christian. From Christian to Edge, his tag partner. As we have many men fighting on the opposite side of the ring. We have Edge with a huge elbow to Christian. Christian has his tag partners up now. Edge is thinking about what to do here. As we get that face slammed right into the mat. And now he's going to drag Christian right into the middle of this ring. And now go for a pin. No count whatsoever for that pin. His tag partner has to do a lot more damage to him. As these two guys get tied up once again. Armbar by Christian to a huge European uppercut. Now he's got the back with a nice neck breaker from behind into a pin. Edge able to go out extremely quickly before even a 1 count. Both of these men do not want this match to end, but a huge finisher by Christian to his tag partner as both of Edge's partners are sent flying out. Bossman has got to get out of the ring. But Edge kicking out immediately once again. Is he going to roll up pin from Christian here? 1. Oh, not even a 1 count. Both of these men kicking out so quickly. Head takedown. Went for a submission maneuver, but let it go quite quickly, as he knew two men were way too close for him to be able to get his tag partners to submit. We got a reverse neckbreaker from Edge to Christian. Now he's going for a pin here. No count. These two men are too equally matched. Huge clothesline out of the corner from Edge to Christian. Edge looking for his sharpshooter now. Submission maneuver. Lets it go quite quickly as he got a drop toe hold. As Christian now calls for Edge to get up. He's going to try and finish this match once again, slamming the face of Edge against the mat. That busted open face as he goes for a pin now. 1. No. Ref is counting out Big Bossman. Edge has been to 2 giant finishers with a huge front suplex from Christian. Edge getting dragged lifelessly into the middle of the ring. He could possibly kick out. Yes, and he will before even a 1 count. As he get a tilt-a-whirl DDT by Edge. Christian getting dragged to the middle of the ring, and now 1. Not even a 1 count. These 2 men trying to show up their own tag team partners so heavily as they drag Christian to the middle of the ring. So we get a tilt-a-whirl DDT to Christian, sending him into the middle of the ring. And Edge finally looking for a tag to a fresh man, Tommy Dreamer. He hasn't been to this match for quite some time. Neither is Randy Orton. Edge countering that tackle from Christian and sending him to the outside as Tommy Dreamer slowly gets onto the outside to join his teammates in fighting Christian here. 3-on-1 here. But Christian able to put some aggression on to Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer does a bit of a fall there, but gets a huge bulldog from Christian now. As you see, Christian now picking up for a nice flapjack. Fireman's carry into flapjack. Christian getting sent to the steel post. Christian has got to get into that ring before the 10 count, and he does. Christian with a roll-up pin here. 1. Only look out. Huge flapjack from this electric chair position from Edge. As he gets a submission maneuver from Edge, trying to make Tommy Dreamer tap here as the 2 tag partners wail on Randy Orton. Tommy Dreamer is actually able to counter out of that submission maneuver without the help of Orton. And now, complete chaos has gone throughout the rings as the ref tries to get some order now. Edge and Orton are not legal men. Christian and Tommy Dreamer are the legal men. As we get a count here. 1, 2, 3. Tommy Dreamer able to beat the Christian for his team.